Hey guys, thought I'd do a little video on the seat for the new MSP. Here's my seat for my MSX, and there have been questions out there about, well, will the seat work with the new MSP, because Gotway put this cutoff switch here in the handle. And let me tell you what I found out. Okay, so the short answer is yes, you can ride the MSP with this cutoff switch and there are no problems. I did an extensive amount of seated riding yesterday up in the mountains and I had no problems. Now I did do one slight modification to my seat to make that work. The switch is positioned, so if I put this seat on the wheel, the switch is right here, and when you're sitting on this seat, you know, your butt is back here, not up here. So even before I made a slight mod to my seat, I had to actually press to get the switch to activate. And keep in mind, that's only going to be a problem when you're riding at sub 1 mile per hour. So even if it were to stop functioning, you're going to be essentially stopped at that point, and it's not going to be a problem, and you're going to be sitting and your feet are going to be on the ground. But what I did is I just took an X-Acto knife and I cut a little, about a 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch little squarish recess using X-Acto knife and pliers to pull out the rubber. This rubber is pretty tough stuff. And now when you put it on, even if I press like this, it does not activate, and it works great. By the way, you saw me struggling to get this seat on, and just a little tip: many people have lost their MSX seats, never to be found again, because they're riding and as is, the seat just wants to fly off the wheel if you bump it, and you'll never know that happened. So I learned my lessons from hearing those early stories, and all I did is, using a hand drill, I drilled a couple holes and just cut a couple pieces of a little dowel in here, and you can see they don't really touch, but they extend into this hand area. So you just open up like this, and now it doesn't want to pop off. So I would suggest doing something like that with your seat for your MSX or for your MSP. You're going to buy an MSP, aren't you? Hey, so I just wanted to demonstrate for you guys who don't have a wheel that has a cutoff switch, how slow you actually have to be riding for this to actually stop the wheel from functioning. So here I am riding, going this fast. I press the button, nothing happens. That's pretty slow, right? This is how slow you have to be to go for it to activate. Pretty slow. Nothing like this. So I think you agree you'd be hard pressed to get injured if this switch activated while it was going that slow. All right, guys. So big thumbs up for seat usage with the MSP and really the MSX too. Now for me, I actually can't transition from standing to seated on the MSP because I'm 5'11", and it's just I'm not super flexible with my legs, so it's just it's just too difficult to transition I can go from being seated to standing while riding, no problem. But going down, it's a little, feels much too risky. So for me, I just when I want to ride like this, I just slow down, stop, sit, and then take off. So big plus up, big thumbs up for this seat. And I don't know if eWheels supplies the seat with the MSP. I know Jason has supplied the seat with the MSX in the past. So at least on the early shipments, he might be supplying these guys. So if you like riding seated, and it really is a blast, I think. Originally I wasn't a big proponent of riding seated, but it's fun. And if you have any problems with wobbles, by the way, when you're riding seated, from my experience, wobbles just disappear. So it's fun. Give it a shot. All right, guys. See you later.